A historic rupture is unfolding in the Middle East. The United States has abandoned Ain Al-Asad, the once untouchable fortress of American power in western Iraq. For years, the vast airbase symbolized U.S. dominance and battlefield command. That era is now over. Iraq's defense ministry confirms that Baghdad has taken full control of the strategic site. Every last U.S. soldier has gone. Every piece of American military hardware has been removed. Speaking anonymously, a defense official described a total withdrawal, quiet, complete, and irreversible. What was once a nerve center of U.S.-led operations now flies the Iraqi flag alone, marking a decisive shift in regional power and sovereignty reclaimed. Iraqi Army Chief of Staff Lieutenant General Abdul Amir Rashid Yarala visited the base on Saturday to oversee the reassignment of duties and responsibilities to Iraqi military units following the withdrawal. The Iraqi military, in a statement, said that Yarala instructed relevant authorities to intensify efforts, enhance joint work, and coordinate between all units stationed at the base, while making full use of its capabilities and strategic location. A clear message: Iraq is taking charge. The coalition of international forces headed by the U.S. rolled into Iraq in 2014 at the height of the Islamic State's brutal rise. The terror group had exploited instability left behind after the 2003 U.S.-led invasion. Years of fighting followed. Cities were retaken. Daesh was defeated. By 2024, Washington and Baghdad reached an agreement. The coalition would wind down its mission by September 2025. Reuters reported that it was not immediately clear when the withdrawal started, but the initial plan stipulated that hundreds of troops would leave by September 2025, with the rest departing by the end of 2026. Iraqi Prime Minister Mohammed Shia al-Sudani had previously said that the original agreement called for a full U.S. pullout from Ain al-Asad by September 2025. But delays followed. The United States cited developments in neighboring Syria for not withdrawing fully in September last year. A small unit of U.S. military advisors and support personnel remained at the base as per reports. U.S. military advisors and security personnel between 250 and 350 are currently at the base to serve the needs amid unfolding developments in Syria. U.S. forces have a presence in the semi-autonomous Kurdish region in northern Iraq and in neighboring Syria. The U.S. withdrawal has tilted the balance of power inside Iraq. With American troops gone, the long-used excuse for armed militias is collapsing. The government now holds a stronger hand in confronting non-state groups that claimed the U.S. presence justified their weapons. Iraqi Prime Minister Mohammed Shia al-Sudani has drawn a hard line. Once the coalition exit is complete, he warned, the argument for independent arsenals vanishes. There will be no need, no justification for any group to carry weapons outside the authority of the state. He makes the message unmistakable: one country, one army, one monopoly on force. Ain al-Asad has long been a symbol of American power in Iraq. It has hosted U.S. and coalition troops for years. The base has been the target of Iran-backed armed groups, especially after the assassination of Iranian General Qasem Soleimani by the U.S. in January 2020. The Iraqi airbase is located in Al-Anbar Governorate of western Iraq, originally known as Qadisiyah Air Base. It was the second largest U.S. military airbase in Iraq during Operation Iraqi Freedom and had served as the home of the 2nd Marine Expeditionary Force / Multinational Force West. On December 26, 2018, President Donald Trump and his wife Melania visited the soldiers stationed at the base. In January 2020, Iran's IRGC had launched a retaliatory ballistic missile strike against the base following the killing of Iran's top anti-terror commander, General Qasem Soleimani. But the exit from Ain Al-Asad marks a symbolic turning point. It also marked a significant step in Iraq's journey towards greater sovereignty and control over its military bases. A long chapter shaped by foreign troops and conflict may be nearing an end. And as Ain al-Assad changes hands, Iraq signals a message to the region and the world. Its future, it says, will be decided in Baghdad.
Our country has developed an independent and cooperative foreign policy. It should unite our bonds and develop a common policy. We want Iraq to be a source of stability in the regional and global spheres. We want Iraq to be part of the solution to any regional and international problems. We want Iraq to foster understanding and cooperation. We endeavor to establish constructive and cooperative relations based on mutual respect and by stimulating and encouraging the various parties. We want to pursue policies that will allow for sustainable development for our peace-loving people. In our region and our country, in the region of Mesopotamia, between two great rivers, we are suffering from drought due to climate change. There is a critical need to preserve our water rights in the basins of the two rivers. We must not allow the cradle of humanity to perish from thirst. An environmental catastrophe would have dire consequences for Iraq and the entire region because of the unprecedented temperature rise, which would affect all aspects of daily life and become a near impossible task. Iraq continues its work and calls for further efforts among the states of the region so that we can continue to work together to develop an effective mechanism of cooperation and establish a negotiating bloc in the climate conventions. We call for the active use of clean energy. Our government has endorsed and supported the National Pollution Control and Consequences Strategy 2023-2030. I would like to reiterate that my government will continue to implement programs for the empowerment of women, to realize the rights of women to contribute to all stages of development. Women have played an important role in the fight against terrorism and continue to be our partners in overcoming the various challenges we face. Our position is firm on Palestinian rights, to establish an independent state of Palestine, with Jerusalem as its capital. We also stand with the people of Syria in favor of ending the suffering of the Syrian people. That people must be allowed to take control of the entire territory of Syria.